So we've got a great post we saw yesterday from Addy Torrent, who popped up again. He was one of the original testers on 3Speak like 2 years ago now. And he kind of dropped off onto other things, but we appreciate him testing. And he's got a bunch of videos on 3Speak and everything. So anyway, he was looking at someone's feed the other day, one of the people that he watches, and he saw the RSS button in the feed. And he clicked on it and he realized that he could go to Apple and apply that RSS feed on a search in Apple and find the content from 3Speak. This is incredibly powerful. It's something we've been working on for a long time with Brian in London. Shout out to Brian in London for helping us implement this. So Brian in London's an avid podcaster, and he's quite closely connected with Adam Curry, who invented podcasting. And so Brian's helped us build several things into 3Speak. One is the fact that every single 3Speak video is an RSS feed podcast. So you can go onto any one of 5 podcast apps. One is Podfriend. I forget the other 4, unfortunately. Excuse me. But you can go onto Podfriend, for example, and you can see all of your 3Speak videos on Podfriend. And then you can also now see them all on the Apple podcast. Then what this means is that what Addy likes about it is, and he did a really great video on this. So I recommend you guys go to the link and watch it because it shows you how to set it up. What it means is that now you can go on Apple, listen to your favorite 3Speak content creators. You can even get them like recommended and put them into watch lists and stuff. So you get a feed. You can create your own feed on there. So you can use the Apple podcasting app to just feed through your favorite content creators on Hive, basically, that produce video content that gets turned into podcasts. You can listen to it as a podcast, or you can see it as a video. And then not only that, but you can log in through the podcasting app and you can get to the Hive front ends and you can upvote them. So you can upload the content straight through the Apple podcasting app. And the beauty is that as far as we're aware, it's incredibly difficult for Apple to work out where these podcasting feeds are coming from because of the way RSS feeds are set up. So it means it's very unlikely, unless Apple concentrate really hard, that these links are going to get censored on Apple. It's very unlikely that Apple even know that 3Speak content is being broadcast through the Apple podcasting app. So this is a real breakthrough because it means that we've managed to get this free speech, non-censorable content through to Apple's feeds. So it's very interesting. The other thing that Brian's done as well is helped us implement a system whereby on these podcasting front ends, such as Podfriend, you can monetize your content. Instead of receiving upvotes, you can get your viewers or your listeners to donate and stream a certain amount of Satoshis per minute. And those Satoshis automatically get converted to Hive and get sent to your Hive account. So this is another way to monetize your content on 3Speak rather than just upvotes. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here. You've got Podping as well, which I won't go into too many details about, but it's the world's first decentralized database for podcast notifications. And because of the nature of podcasting, it's all very decentralized and there aren't any centralized brokers that can control the system. And so it's a very important thing for free speech going forwards. And so we're all up for that. And we love the fact that someone with the credibility and background as Addy Torrent has noticed this and now started using it and started making content about it. So shout out to Addy for getting involved in that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I just wanted to give just another shout out to Brian of London for helping put all this together. And it's just using all the weapons we have out there to preserve free speech. And I just love, and it makes me kind of chuckle in the fact that we've kind of Trojan horsed our way into the most centralizing, controlling communication apps. And there's not much they can do about it. And, we're just getting started. Brian of London just started working on this, maybe 6 months, a year ago, just the idea that popped into his head. Imagine 3-4 years gaining momentum. It's going to be incredibly hard to censor free speech when these protocols can have tentacles like they do. And you tap into podcasting, which is really the lost great communication channel. It's such an amazing thing. It's very hard to stop. The infrastructure is incredibly low to sustain it. And we're seeing that great revival of it, mainly to people like Adam Curry and all these people who are willing to put in the decentralized help and say, hey, look, I'm just going to pick up the hammer and get back to work. And what we're seeing is they're really big on Lightning Network and value transfer that way. But Brian of London is really seeing, hey, not everybody's going to want to run a Lightning node. You can have Hive where you don't have to run a Lightning node and you can still get paid. It's genius, and it's really, I applaud them for doing this, because I think it's going to be a big movement, a big push in the decentralized movement for free speech and value transfer. So.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to using it. I'm due to start my own podcast soon with someone who used to be on BBC TV every morning, every day, quite well known, and has had some problems with free speech. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what I can make use of with regards to your features and Brian's as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. And I just want to reiterate that every content creator on 3Speak is automatically transferred into an RSS feed and is available on multiple different podcasting apps all over the world, free speech, open source. And so this is an incredibly powerful item. And we look forward to Aureal One also in getting involved in this and providing other podcasting facilities on the Hive blockchain. So yeah, good step forward for free speech and also for alternative methods to monetize your content.